Okay, here we go. It's more Jello Biafra, and I think this is the third video. Alright, we're gonna first start off with a new Dead Kennedys record I received in the mail. This is a bootleg from a show at the Earth Tavern, Portland, Oregon, November 19th, 1979. It says it's an FM broadcast, and it's called Dead and Oregon. It's got Kidnap on it, Dead End, Your Emotions Kill the Poor, California Uber Alice, Gaslight, Police Truck, Saturday Night Holocaust. Very early version of Saturday Night Holocaust that sounds very different. That's the most interesting thing about this. Not that this isn't interesting, but that's a highlight. Is the version of Saturday Night Holocaust probably way before it was ever recorded. In fact, I know it was way before it was recorded. Next song, Back in Rhodesia, which is an early version of When You Get Drafted. The Man with the Dogs, Ill in the Head, Holiday in Cambodia, Chemical Warfare, and then it says Rawhide, but it's the last part of Rawhide. It's not the whole song. Anyway, that's the Earth Tavern, 1979 in Portland, Oregon. Here's what the little record looks like. All right, is this thing any good? Oh, it's interesting, but quality-wise, it's not the best. Definitely not worth what they're charging for it, but it's a very entertaining listen of a band before they got popular, before they really gelled as far as what they sounded like live. So if you want to hear some early Dead Kennedys when they were young, that Dead and Oregon record just might be for you if you can get it cheap. And the FM broadcast part, it's not distorted, but kind of fades in and out. All right, here we go. Let's move on to a record that it's pretty good. This is pretty good. And this is Jello Biafra with the Melvins. This is called Sig Howdy. And it's a bunch of remixes of songs from the very first Jello Biafra with the Melvins record called Never Breathe What You Can't See. And this copy is autographed, if you can see it there, by the artist who did the album cover artwork. I saw her in Portland, Oregon, and I bought a book from her, and I brought this with me for the autograph session, and she was surprised to see it. All right, now the Sig Howdy release comes with a little 7-inch, and this 7-inch is one song, split between the two sides. Don't know if I would have done it that way. I might have just made it like an extra 10-inch with the song, complete. That way you could hear it all the way through without flipping the record over. Anyway, this is what the disc looks like for Sig Howdy. And this is what the inner lyric sheet looks like. Now, the highlights of this record. They do a cover version of Alice Cooper's Halo of Flies off of Alice Cooper Killers. That one's pretty good. The Lighter Side of Global Terrorism. That one's okay. Lessons on What Not to Become. That one's okay. We're getting a lot of okays here. Voted Off the Island. That one's okay. Those dumb punk kids will buy anything. That one's okay. A new version of California Uber Alice. That's pretty good. Dawn of the Locusts, Enchanted Thought, Fist, Caped Crusader. Those are all remixes from the first release, and those are kind of the reason you buy this thing. And that Alice Cooper cover. That's pretty hip too. So there it is, Jello Biafra with the Melvins, Sig Howdy. And this is the remix edition, or that's what I call it. Let's set these records down so we can get on to Jello, Biafra, and the Melvins, and this one is the Never Breathe What You Can't See record, which I was talking about. Wow. This baby is really, really good. This is one of the best Jello Biafra things ever. Not as good as the DOA thing, but kind of close. There's only one song, and it's the last one that's not as great as all the others. Every song on this is good, especially Yuppie Cadillac, McGruff the Crime Dog, Polithmograph, Cape Crusader, Enchanted Thought Fest, Lighter Side of Global Terrorism. Man, this baby is out of sight. This thing is so good, it's amazing. Who'd have thought that Jello Biafra and the Melvins would get together and create just a wonderful hard rockin' album. Here's what the disc looks like. And that's Never Breathe What You Cannot See. Okay, then there's this. I'll show it to you. It's not that exciting. What's inside here? Collage stuff. Okay. This is Walk on Jindal's Splinters. Jello Biafra, recorded live in New Orleans, May 8th, 2011. And this is Jello Biafra with a New Orleans rock band, the Soul All-Stars, and he's doing cover songs. What's a good one? Don't Mess With My Toot Toot. I guess that one's okay. House of the Rising Sun. It's okay. Yeah. This thing is not a must-have. But I'm a Jello Biafra completist, so I picked it up, and it's a recording of a live concert. And like I said, not a big deal, not a must-have. And there's the record. Okay, I'm going to move on to a must-have. Okay, this baby is a must-have. Oh, wow, a bunch of stuff came with it. This is one of the best spoken word albums ever made. This is No More Cocoons. The front cover is a perfect representation of what this thing sounds like, along with the back cover. And I bought this thing, Underground Records, Las Vegas, late 80s, and I was charged $12 for it from this hype sticker. Alright, and it came with all this stuff. Because the guy at the record store, he took this down from the wall. Even though he had this thing on his wall, I asked him and he said Jello Biafra was not coming to Las Vegas. I don't know how this thing got water damaged. Wow, I've had this thing forever. And here's a little letter of the No More Censorship Defense Fund that came with the album. And here is the double album. And here's the newspaper that came with the record. Man, this thing's getting old. Here's what the inside looks like. I gotta be careful with this thing, it would rip really easy. Anyway, the No More Cocoons spoken word album by Jello Biafra. Sorry. Let's put all that stuff away. That's another reason why I just bow to Jello Biafra. for the most part, when you buy one of his records, you get your money's worth. There's a ton of stuff in it. Anyway, the new the No More Cocoons is spoken word stuff from the late 80s, talking about censorship and many other issues, and he's doing it in the most entertaining way you can imagine. Just, even if you haven't heard it in, I don't know, 20, 30 years, it's really fun to listen to. I would suggest it for anybody. All right, let's move on to JELLO BIAFRA, Become the Media. It says here, this is spoken word album number 6. This is during the Clinton era, and that record's blue. And this one's white. And there you go. That's what the albums look like. And here's a poster that came with it. A ton of stuff to read. Here's a poster. This actually came with it. And I taped or glued a ticket stub to this poster from when I went and seen JELLO BIAFRA do a spoken word in Las Vegas, Nevada, at a place called The Sanctuary. But it wasn't on this tour. When I get to the album that this tour was representing, I'll let you know. But I don't know why I put it on here. Anyway, is this one as good as No More Cocoons? No. Is this necessary? Yeah, if you like JELLO BIAFRA spoken word, it's good. It's necessary. It's JELLO BIAFRA talking about all kinds of stuff. It's not bad. I like it. Okay. Wow, this one's really good. Here, let's just move along. All right. This is the JELLO BIAFRA record that he was supporting when I went and seen him at the Sanctuary in Las Vegas. Let me show you this one really quick. This one doesn't come with an album cover. It just kind of came loose. So let's get through this. This one's called If Evolution is Outlawed, Only Outlaws Will Evolve. So that's the album cover. Okay, this is a little magnet that Manny Fanoa, a lady that I used to work with down in Laughlin, Nevada, at the bar, she went to the Summer of Love 30th anniversary, Golden Gate Park, San Francisco, California, October 12th, 1997. Anyway, she went to that and picked this up for me. And the reason why it goes with this record is because guess who was there? The fabulous JELLO BIAFRA. And this is an advertisement for, in the newspaper, for when I went and saw JELLO BIAFRA in Las Vegas. And this is telling all about him and telling you to go to the show and listen to him talk for many, many hours. Okay, and here's the poster. Okay, I took this poster from a bathroom wall in Flagstaff, Arizona when I went and seen JELLO BIAFRA at the Orpheum Theater. Now, this is not from this. This is from a spoken word release he put out in the grip of official treason. And this was a CD only. And I have the CD, but I'm not going to show it because it's just with my CDs. Anyway, this was from a bathroom wall. And I put it with this cover because the artwork is exciting, kind of like this. All right, let's get into this release. This is a picture disc. release, and the picture discs aren't that entertaining. Sorry to say. They're not as entertaining as the front cover of this album. See, they kind of just look like that. They're kind of dull. Show you the other one. Man, showing these records is exercise. Now, this release, is it important? Yes. Yes, it is. If Evolution is Outlawed is a very good JELLO BIAFRA spoken word album. Okay, Manny Fenella almost forgot to give me this. I had to remind her a couple times to get her to bring it into work. But this is the little thing they were handing out at the celebration of the Summer of Love. And it's a little newspaper telling who's going to be there and stuff like that. The program. Now let's see. Yes. Main stage at 3:50 p.m. JELLO BIAFRA comes on. He talks and he's allowed to talk until 5 minutes after 4. So he's given 15 minutes. And yeah, that's what it looks like inside. And there's the artwork for the Summer of Love, San Francisco. Yay! Look at all this stuff. All right, let's get on to this. This is JELLO BIAFRA, High Priest of Harmful Matter, Tales from the Trial. JELLO BIAFRA, Spoken Word LP number 2. And this one is all about the Frankenchrist arrest and trial and outcome of all that. All right. The little hype sticker says, warning to parents. Do you think? Question. Do you think the Senate hearings would have come about if you had not been a congressman's wife? Tipper Gore. Her answer is, well, my husband is in the Senate. Question. Definitely no? Tipper Gore. I don't think so. Question. What about JELLO BIAFRA's obscenity trial? Tipper Gore's answer to that. We have nothing to do with that. I mean, I'd like to take credit for it. And that was an interview with Tipper Gore that was printed in the Metro, Nashville, Tennessee, January 8th, 1988. All right. This release is a double album. Oops. And it is very necessary. As far as information, entertainment, the works, the tales from the trial, and here's the newspaper that came with it. A ton of stuff to look at and to read. Wow, this is a lot. And that release, Tales from the Trial, is just as good as the No More Cocoons. All right. Let's get into this JELLO BIAFRA record. This is JELLO BIAFRA with Mojo Nixon, Prairie Home Invasion. I love the title of this. And this is JELLO BIAFRA rocking out with Mojo Nixon, and they're doing original songs and cover songs. Wow. Can you imagine? There's a ton more records to get through. Here we go. Here's a poster that came with it. JELLO and Nixon doing their stuff. Let's put that down. And here's a little booklet that came with it, with the lyrics to each song and newspaper clippings and cartoons that inspired each song. Okay, what are the standouts on this baby? Buy My Snake Oil. First song, side A, worth the price of the record. Where are we going to work when the trees are gone? Convoy in the Sky, that one's kind of funny. Atomic Power, that's great. Love Me, I'm a Liberal. They could have been louder with that one. Burgers of Wrath, that one is a boogie woogie favorite. Nostalgia for an Age That Never Existed, and not very good. Hamlet, Chicken Plant Disaster, that one's good. I like that song. Mascot Mania, great song. And last song, side 2, Will the Fetus Be Aborted? Perfect, wonderful song. All right, that was the Prairie Home Invasion, Mojo Nixon. All right, this is a Jello Biafra record. Oh, you know what? I don't have a ton more to get through, because those are other records. All right, Jello Biafra, No Means No, The Sky Is Falling and I Want My Mommy. Now here's the original copy of it. And here's the repressing. I suggest the repressing. It's just better. All right, let's get into what's inside here. All right, not much as far as stuff you get. Extras, just lyric sheet. All right, and if stuff came, I bought the original used, and there wasn't anything in it. So if this came with extra stuff with the original copy, I didn't get it. And the reissue didn't have it either, so who knows. Here's what the record looks like. For The Sky Is Falling and I Want My Mommy, this is, Jello Biafra with No Means No. Okay, which songs on this are good? Every one of them. Every single song is good. The Myth Is Real, Let's Eat, Sharks in the Gene Pool, Chew, Jesus Was a Terrorist, Bruce's Diary, Bad, Ride the Flume, The Sky Is Falling, I Want My Mommy. This thing is almost just as good as that DOA record. If you see it, grab it, you'll love it. Oh, here's a ticket stub from the Flagstaff show for Jello Biafra. All right, I'll put this with the CDs once I dig them out. So if you see that, know you're going to get something good. All right, here's another Jello Biafra record. This is I Blow Minds for a Living. And this is Spoken Word Album 3. Advertisement came with it. It's a double LP. And this one, wow, now that I revisit the back cover of this thing, this one's pretty damn good. Really, this one is a pretty good spoken word album, especially the Grow More Pot. That one's pretty good about, making paper from hemp and stuff like that. If voting changed anything, that one's good. This one talks about his run for mayor of San Francisco back in the late 70s. Yeah, definitely get this one. It's really entertaining to listen to. And that was I Blow Minds for a Living. All right, here we go. Wow, this one's heavy with extras. Ay. This is Beyond the Valley of the Gift Police by Jello Biafra. And this is a Quentin era LP of spoken word stuff. Here's the poster. All right. Here are the records. There are 3 of them. Don't know why this one's in this plastic. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that I got them. Okay. It comes. What is this? Huh. I don't know what this is, but it was in the album. Oh. Here's a chick tract comic called Devil Doll. It didn't come with the record, but I stuck it in there anyway, and this is about a girl who gets high on dope and then finds Jesus or something. All right, this is the book that came with Beyond the Valley of the Gift Police. And this release is a really, really good listen. It's not the best thing he ever did, but it should not be passed up if you see it in the record store. It's really fun to listen to. In fact, all of his spoken word stuff is fun to listen to. It's just some of it is more exciting than others. But they're all wonderful. Okay, let's finish off this JELLO BIAFRA thing with something very mighty. And this, get this. JELLO BIAFRA was the lead singer and probably the main antagonist songwriter for a band in the early 90s called Tumor Circus. And this thing was kind of noisy and drawn out, but very interesting. Very, scary, interesting, this Tumor Circus release was. Side 1, Hazing for Success, Human Cyst, Man with the Corkscrew Eyes, Fireball. Side 2, Calcutta A Go-Go, and then the very last song, Turn Off the Respirator. Everything on this is wonderful. Exciting, strange, loud, very JELLO BIAFRA. Now here's a European maxi single from the release, and this one's got Take Me Back or I'll Drown the Dog, Fireball, and Swine Flu on it. Great title for a song, Take Me Back or I'll Drown the Dog. Can't get any better than that. And this is an advertisement for stuff from Alternative Tentacles Europe. It came with this because this was a European-only release as far as this record. This one was America. All right. This is the record for this. This is the record for this. Easy to get these things mixed up. Okay. And this is the lyric sheet for the American version. All right, here we go. I got this thing. Excuse me. I got this 7-inch of Tumor Circus in Riverside, California at a place called Mad Platter Records. You're not going to believe this. This is a collector's item. Limited edition picture disc. A hole drilled through every copy so you can only possess it, not play it. Isn't that what underground music is all about these days? So there's the hype sticker. Now let's see what this record is. Now on this record, I'll tell you what songs are on this thing, even though it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what songs are on this thing. You can't play it. But the songs are Swine Flu and the wonderful Take Me Back or I'll Drown the Dog. I could listen to that song every day. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Here's the record. There's the seal side. There's the two-headed baby side. And it's the only record I have where I can do this with it. And like it says on the hype sticker, you can't play this thing. Now, here's the same record, so to speak. Here, put this back. I got a bunch of putting back together to do after this. Same songs. And this one, you can play. And both songs on this release are very interesting and weird. Interesting, weird, and wonderful. Everything JELLO did with Tumor Circus is worth picking up. Okay, this is the last record on the JELLO BIAFRA thing. Here we go. We are finally to the end. This is Tumor Circus. Meat Hook Up My Rectum. Dun, dun, dun. And the songs on this are Meat Hook Up My Rectum. And on the flip side, A Crazy Etching. So only one song on this release, but wow, is it mighty. So there you go. Meat Hook Up My Rectum by Tumor Circus. And I wish he would have continued with excuse me. I wish he would have continued with Tumor Circus and made more stuff. But I'm just going to have to be grateful that he did Tumor Circus at all. Alright, that's the end of all the JELLO BIAFRA stuff. Wow, that was a bunch. Okay. I'll make another video soon. As soon as I get some records in the mail. Damn, I got a lot of work ahead of me. I hope you enjoyed all the JELLO BIAFRA stuff.